Hello and welcome to Beginning Belly Dancing, Sword Balancing. Let's go ahead and start with the sword. This is the sheath and this is the sword. The sword rests inside the sheath. Not all swords come with a sheath, and there's many different designs of a sword. You just have to find which one that you like and which one will work for you. There's different money ranges that you can pay. This was an inexpensive sword. I've had it for 12 years and it's given me the desired effect that I've wanted. As far as balance goes, the sword is manufactured to bounce from the weight of the handle to the blade. I have done a dance video that shows how you can incorporate a sword into your dance. And there's no trick to balancing a sword, it's just patience and practice. So let's go ahead and move on to balancing the sword. We're going to work on a few areas: the head, the hip, and the chest. So let's start with the head. Put your sword on your head, and then there's going to be a spot on your head where the sword just rests and it balances itself. Once you find that spot, it's a little bit different for everybody, and it's up to the dancer to find that spot. What you do is keep your head straight, keep your chin level to the floor, and then you can, once you find the spot and you get it, you have it balanced, you just rock back and forth, and then you start making steps, and then you start moving around a little bit. You can do some turns so that you get used to the weight of the sword on your head, and just remember that the sword comes out beyond your shoulders, so your body space is expanded. Alright, so with the head, you want to make a note to not change anything like shampoos or cream rinses or your hairstyle, because all of this can throw off the balance of the sword on your head. Whatever you do in practice is what you do in your performance. If you change something, it could throw off the balance and the sword will just come right off your head and you struggle with it throughout your dance. Now let's move on to the hip. Now the same thing with the hip. There's going to be just a spot where it just fits and balances by itself, and also no lotions, nothing that's going to make the skin slick, because the sword's just going to slip right off. So once you get the balance down and you're used to the sword being there, you can start moving your hip around. You can do some turns, and just keep in mind that as you move, the sword's going to move, and see how long it takes for it to balance itself back out. And if it comes up, it could hit your arm, and then it could flip off your hip. So let's go ahead and move on to the chest. So rest the sword, lean back, rest the sword on your chest bone, and then you can do a turn. You can do some shimmies and just have fun with it and keep on practicing. I hope these videos are informative and fun for you. And so I do have other videos coming. I'll do a Zills video and a Veil video. So please subscribe. Put any comments or questions down in the comment section. I'll respond to them as soon as possible. And just keep in mind that I believe that you're beautifully and wonderfully made.